Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And today, I have a very interesting question for you guys that I also want to go over in this video. And it is, would you pick VeChain VET or XRP? And I know that might sound like a very easy and to some very difficult question. And the reason is, would you pick a coin like XRP right now that has a very, very solid long-term strategy, but has been going down for a very long time now? Or would you pick a coin that's really splendid and crazy, amazingly great on the short term, which has a ton of partnerships, ton of use cases as well, but really is not necessarily as hyped up, not as popular, not as big, not as used for payments, if you guys get me right there? I can understand how it's always a big dilemma about what coin to go for, especially if you don't know too much about the other. But today I want to talk a little bit about that. So if you guys are enjoying these videos, make sure you press the like button and subscribe. And don't forget, I read all the comments. So if you have anything to say, put it down below and I'll check it out. Now, I wanted to check out a lot of different places who've compared VeChain and XRP to each other to possibly read exactly what they thought about it or how they ever got to such a stupid comparison. And the reason I say stupid is because these two coins are not like an XRP and XLM comparison where they kind of have the same goal and purpose. No, these are two coins which completely do different things on the completely different side of the spectrum. How I would like to see it is, and then this is in baby language, XRP really helps with payments. In the payment realm, it's supposed to be used to be an intermediary currency for fiats. And with VeChain, it's basically just, well, VeChain is there to make sure that people can authenticate things. That's the main thing I always think about, and to make sure QR codes work as optimal as possible. To authenticate things, to make sure things roll out smoothly in that regard. They got more things, and same as XRP has more things, but that's the main type of thing to go for. Relating from that perspective, they're completely different, so it's very stupid to see exactly what coin you should pick for what. The only thing I could see yourself comparing for/with is which coin is going to do better over the shorter term. But trust me when I say this, please, this is not financial advice, but trust me as an individual here on this personal advice, then whatever. Nobody will know. Trust me, nobody will know exactly which coin is going to perform better. And that's always the difficult case. History doesn't necessarily provide info for the future. Here it is the way that VeChain has been performing for a certain way, right? It did 20% over the last day. Doesn't mean it will go up a single percent tomorrow. It doesn't guarantee it. The chance is high, yes. Doesn't guarantee it, however. It could be that tomorrow, or from today on forward, the VeChain price only keeps going down for the next consecutive 500 years. Who knows, right? You can tell, I can tell, no, we don't. It's impossible to really know exactly what it's going to be doing. Same for XRP. It might have been going down for a little while now with its ups here and there, but that could all change tomorrow. In the split of a second, like we saw with the big bull run, it's really going to happen at a time where you don't really expect it. And the way I see it happening is, at first, Bitcoin is going to go up like crazy, really ramping up that dominance to possibly about 75-80%. And once that's really all the way up there, it's going to flow into all coins from people who have taken their money, taken their profit, and want to go for some further runs. And that's really when we're going to see some heavy money flowing into things like XRP, Litecoin, ADA, Chainlink, EOS, a lot of these coins just that are not Bitcoin, really, and that are solid in structure. But yeah, on the short term, I would actually, again, to be real with you guys, I would think VeChain has been a little bit of a winner, especially if you look at the last however long, whatever you want to pick there, a year, 6 months, 3 months, week, day. VeChain has been winning it all. So from that perspective, yeah, definitely VeChain. However, again, it's always a little bit difficult because it's also about, if you had to pick one to hold for the next 5 years, which one would it be? And I wouldn't really be able to make a choice. Reason is, I just think I would go for a higher percentage in XRP, but also invest in VeChain. But I would still get them both, just because I think they're both solid. So why choose? Why not go for both, right? Why would you pick one of the two? But yeah, that's just my 2 cents. I don't want to spend more than 5 minutes on arguing about this, because basically my conclusion is both coins have solid fundamentals. Both coins have a crazy big use case, and trust me, guys, when I say they both got some crazy fundamentals on that one. They both got some really, really good prospects, or a really kind of good future outlook for themselves. They really get themselves out there. They got crazy communities, really good. It's just, again, look at the comparisons here. XRP is way bigger at this point. For the size relatively as well, XRP is just way, way, way bigger because they're really kind of comparable in supply. But XRP is doing way, way, way better. On the different note, yeah, VeChain has a lot more potential in the short term because they've been getting themselves a couple of really groundbreaking partnerships and announcements, which really are making them do a little bit better than any other coin. However, overdue alt season. Analyst says exponential growth for Ethereum, XRP, Litecoin may be coming. One thing I must admit as well to all of that is it could be the way that VeChain has been going down or going up for such a little while now that's going to be deteriorating a little bit as people take profit, and that XRP and some other coins alike are finally going to see that move coming up because, well, it's been a long time, right? And people might want to get it going. The only problem to that once more is nobody knows. And these articles, they're just kind of BS because really nobody really knows. And this article specifically quotes a YouTube episode, which kind of tilts me or kind of, cringe. I kind of cringe about that type of stuff. Because if you ever use a YouTuber, a crypto YouTube guy as price guidance, yeah, there's something going wrong there in the equation. Something ain't really fitting perfectly. Because, yeah, a lot of these guys, they're not right. They might know how to trade. It's a very good possibility to know that. But they can't really forecast long-term prices, I would actually really want to bet on that it's almost impossible to get a very good long-term prediction, as in just a normal individual, on a consistent basis. In long-term, I'm talking here about 1 year. To just predict the price in 1 year from right now, I don't really think any of these YouTube analysts can do it correctly. I want to bet some on that because I think it's just almost impossible to do. You don't know what's going to happen in the next year. Maybe some crazy crypto news comes up that's going to, push it to the moon, but maybe it doesn't. Who knows and who can tell? I can't. All right. So that's, again, if you thought I was a god in doing all these cryptos and I was really, really amazing in all of that and doing the prices, I know my fair way around it, but I can't predict the prices in the next year or 2 or 5. Really, I'm hoping and I'm investing and I'll tell you guys what I'm doing, but it's all about what the big guys want. This is a big player game. We can't decide. We don't have the inside info. And anybody who claims that they have the inside info, hey, that's BS. Get it from me. Keep it in the back of your head. Trust me on that one, guys. They're trying to lure you into some, or they're trying to make you believe some, and I don't like that type of stuff. So if anybody tells you they're insider, yeah, just block that. Block that out of your life. You don't need it. All we got as a goal, a lot of us, you just want to retire with all this type of stuff. We're done. You're willing to wait for the tech. The fundamentals are right. But I don't have time for some guy calling me some stupid numbers and hyping me up. I don't have time for that. Moving forward, though, because I do want to make this a productive video. As countries start to spiral into monetary crisis, will the world ultimately turn to Bitcoin? Yes, I do think so. Bottom line is, once a monetary crisis kicks in, Bitcoin's real purpose starts to kind of show up, right? And Bitcoin here, I would actually really mean any cryptocurrency for that matter, because Bitcoin came up because of exactly this monetary crisis. And as I've said before, I think Bitcoin would do really, really good over the short term, as it's still the most known use case from the perspective of it being more useful than any other. Yeah, that's kind of non-existent for Bitcoin. It's pretty useless in that aspect. I mean, payments, you would not use it. And that's really basically the whole purpose of, a decentralized currency in that sense. So it's kind of obsolete. However, a ton of money is still in Bitcoin. A ton of money is in the sort of new intrinsic value, where the mining equipment is what's keeping Bitcoin alive, which you can kind of see as intrinsic value. At least some do. But yeah, any crypto, they'll definitely do amazing if the monetary crisis kicks through, because people will be afraid of the dollar. They don't want to have that. So they want to go for some which really does not relate too much to it, which most likely is going to be some crypto or some crazy company betting against it or something like that. All right, Elon Musk rejects rumors on plans to use the Ethereum blockchain. Yeah, I mean, was that really far-fetched? Was that really crazy that this is coming out now? Elon said on Twitter, "I'm not building anything on Ethereum, not for or against it, just don't use it in any or own any." Good to know. Good for him to come out like that, just straight up. I think it helps out when you're that transparent. Just clears up a lot of the confusion, at least in my opinion. It's really helpful. Justin Sun's Tron follows Binance to become fourth crypto with Twitter branded TRX emoji. Wait, what? Did it actually do it? I thought they wanted to, but I didn't check it out. Wait, give me a little second here. Did they? No, my days, guys. They really did it. I thought they were saying they're, applying for it or something like that, but no, they really got themselves done that way. Damn. All right, that's pretty crazy. That's pretty damn crazy. Huh. Didn't expect that. Yeah. Didn't expect that. I'm kind of bamboozled here, guys. I'm really kind of out of my words here. Whoa, I didn't expect them to get the logo that soon. I'm wondering, when is ADA, when are all these other cryptos going to be doing it? Because it kind of shows that Twitter acknowledges them as currencies, right? Has no authority, but that's kind of cool. And yeah, the rest of these articles were on Cardano. I think I'll do the next video a little bit more Cardano talk, as we kind of skipped over it today. Cardano is flashing bearish signs as rally stalls, factors to consider. Well, see here. Cardano has been one of the best performing top altcoins seen throughout 2020, only trailing the gains posted by Chainlink and Tezos, or Tezos, whatever you want to say. The crypto has been seeing a heightened momentum in recent weeks due to the launch of the highly anticipated Shelly mainnet upgrade. This update's rollout, coupled with a few positive news developments, have bolstered its buyers. Despite showing signs of overt strength, ADA is currently pushing up against a significant resistance level, and this has caused it to flash some warning signs that are leading some analysts to grow increasingly cautious on its near-term outlook. Well, to me, guys, it is just a way of, well, we're in a little bit of a phase between all these rumors, all these cool announcements, and the realization of a lot of those announcements, which is really the 29th. Right now we're in the summit, or is the summit already over? It might already be over, actually. I don't know if it was exactly the weekend or a little bit before it, the summit was going to be. But yeah, I think the price will actually do really kind of well until the 29th, or just a couple of days before it, because that's when the whole phase is kind of over. The buy the rumor, sell the news type of phase, and that's when the price is going to be going down. But it's just to be seen. I'm betting on it, but I don't know for certain, and I don't want to bet too much on it. You guys know what I mean there. I don't want to put too much money on the line here to risk the biscuit, where I invest too much in ADA right now and then the price sinks like crazy. So my strategy is just go for ADA a little bit right now, and not go too ham, just to be sure, because it might hurt us in the end here, as the prices might fall like crazy because people buy the rumor, sell the news. But alright, guys, that was it for this video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Don't forget to press the like button and subscribe, as I just said.